focus is not only, linking economic development with social policy regimes ensures a mutually beneficial and virtuous circle of interconnection. Nkandawire has demonstrated that such broader objectives and social policy regimes tend to produce social outcomes, better social outcomes, generate greater market efficiency, if you want to think in that direction, and labor market efficiency is an example. Okay, you change job in many of our contexts in South Africa today. You got to worry about what is going to happen to your pension, what you have accumulated, and what is going to happen to your health insurance, what they call medical aid, which is actually not an aid. Okay, and so on and so forth. Whereas, what do you call it? Encompassing regimes that I say, for instance, National Pension Fund means you don't have to worry about this when you move between jobs, which tends to increase labor market efficiency. And it then tends to reduce the cost of economic activities, because the cost often of the reproduction of labor is taken away from the point of production. It's socialized. Okay? But everybody is paying for it because there's nothing called free education or free healthcare. Okay? Let me end by saying it is in the context of such economic development and social policy that poverty reduction is not simply about money-centric measures of minimum level of fiscal existence, but an upward movement in ensuring, in the words of the African anti-colonial movement, a better life for all. Happily, however, I would suggest that while policy sclerosis continues in many at national level, the changes that we're seeing in the leadership at the UNECA, the United Nations Economic Commission for Africa, and AU, is beginning to produce, policy reports and advice in this direction. And to that extent, I would strongly commend the 2013 economic report on Africa, to your consideration. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Prof. Thank you very much for your sort of a very inspirational economic analysis and assessment of Africa, which I think will give all of us food for thought in terms of really trying to figure out the direction which Africa will have to take economically. I'm developing a feeling that the conference is starting to gain momentum in terms of really giving an indication of where we want to go. So far we have painted a contrasting picture of where we come from and where we want to go, and a picture of some possible triumphs that we can have, that we need to aspire to take Africa forward. As I now use the word triumph, definitely there are some scholars who believe that there have been some triumphs in Africa, and I'm not that much qualified to say more on that, rather than just to excuse myself and hence request a doyen in the field of education by Professor Mwenda to take us through on the triumphs and prosperity of education. Over to you.